Hello. We'll start with a quote from Maya Angelou. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. I love this quote. What is your passion? Do you have one? How can you use it to benefit yourself and others? Have you ever considered volunteering as a way to enhance, grow, and practice your communication skills? My name is Heather Marshall, and today I'm going to tell you why volunteering is important and how it can help you grow your intercultural communication skills. I've been a volunteer for several different organizations, and I can personally attest to the value the act of volunteering has on communication. I'll cover 3 key points. What's so great about volunteering, volunteering for business purposes, and volunteering for personal growth as an individual. I'll provide statistics and real-world examples so that you can understand why you should be volunteering. So, what is so great about volunteering? Well, what is volunteering? The word volunteer literally means a person who voluntarily undertakes or expresses a willingness to undertake a service. We got that from the dictionary. Volunteers are typically not paid, which makes them extremely valuable. When you volunteer, you're giving the gift of your time and skills in order to help others. Volunteering can benefit your physical and mental health. Volunteering can decrease the likelihood of high blood pressure development by 40%. Have you ever heard the saying, it's better to give than to receive? Volunteering builds up your self-confidence because you know that you're helping others. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with negative news and negativity on social media, and over time that can have a depressing effect on people. Volunteering is one way that you can make a positive difference simply by giving some of your time. Think about the small ways that you're able to help others in your daily life. Holding the door at the store for someone, helping a neighbor, paying it forward at the drive-thru. That great feeling that you get from doing those things, that's what volunteering is all about. It's just usually more organized and focused. Volunteering makes new connections. It's typically part of an event or ongoing service which connects people who need help with people who can provide that help. How well do you know the needs in your own community? Making connections is just one more thing that's great about volunteering. You might sign up to volunteer with a group or as an individual, but either way, you're going to get the chance to interact with others, and some of them are from vastly different backgrounds from yourself. After all, the need for connection and community is primal, as fundamental as the need for air, water, and food. We all need connection. So, how can volunteering help us connect with others in a business setting? Well, first of all, it makes a great impression. 60% of hiring managers see the act of volunteerism as a valuable asset when hiring. Volunteering for a business can put you in contact with multiple levels of management. You may even be able to interact with cohorts from different businesses who are working on the same volunteer project or event. This experience of working with other volunteers who come from different backgrounds is a great way to show that you are able to work within a culturally diverse setting. In fact, 92% of human resource executives agree that contributing to a nonprofit can improve an employee's leadership skills. Volunteering involves a focused goal or activity, such as a fun run. This takes the guesswork out of the equation and makes the end goal very clear. When we are collaborating with people from different cultural backgrounds, suggestions for achieving the goal are endless. Different ways of thinking and perceiving the world can result in solutions that a group of like-minded people may not have come to together. Diversity of thought contributes to diversity of ideas for achieving the volunteer goal. Business-based volunteering supports intercultural communication by interacting with others inside a business environment to plan, facilitate, and manage a project. Here are some real-world examples of corporate volunteering in our area. Lewiston employees of P1FCU volunteer every year at the NAIA World Series. They volunteer in ticket sales, field maintenance, and food service. Clearwater Paper employees routinely take part in the United Way Day of Caring, where the local United Way office designates charitable organizations that employees can help. These opportunities may take a large or a small team, but each of them requires coordination and interaction between volunteers, donors, and recipients. Think of how you could use that experience as an example of teamwork or leadership at your next job interview. So, what if you aren't interested in volunteering for business purposes, or your employer doesn't offer any volunteering options? What does volunteering as an individual look like, and how does it benefit your communication skills? According to one study, 70% of volunteer work is done informally. Most volunteer work happens outside of organized charities or businesses. Simply put, it's more common for people to volunteer for causes that they have a personal connection to. And it doesn't need to be for an official charitable organization either. You could consider volunteering for childcare in your church group, or volunteering at the elementary school book fair. You could even volunteer at the animal shelter. While the intercultural communication aspect in business-based volunteering is usually experienced as a group or an organized activity, volunteering as an individual puts you in a position to practice those communication skills directly with the people that you are helping. This helps volunteers get a deeper understanding of the difference they are making and gives them an up-close view of different living situations and perspectives. A closer experience equals deeper understanding and empathy. Here are some local examples of ways you can volunteer as an individual and the different cultures or perspectives that you may encounter while helping them. Interlink is an organization that connects elderly members of our community with people who can give them rides to medical appointments and help them make small home improvements such as wheelchair ramps. The Willow Center. This is a support network for children who've experienced trauma and loss. Volunteers can help facilitate group activities or organize materials help needed for yearly camps and events. Lastly, and this one is my favorite, the YWCA. This is where you'll find yourself working with families, mostly women and children, who are in need of shelter, food and clothing, and protective services. Your time volunteering at these places will put you in direct contact with co-cultures that could be much different than your own. Generationally, politically, economically, the list goes on. Volunteering benefits you, your community, and your work, all while serving as a way to improve and practice your communication skills. It's one of the easiest and most powerful ways to learn about other people while doing something helpful. Volunteering gives you the chance to develop and practice your intercultural communication skills in a way that you can feel good about. And I will end with this quote: "The most important thing in communication is to hear what is not being said." And I believe that's true in volunteering as well. Thank you very much.